because I didn't know, well, because I bought this one and I didn't know how big it was. This is the Super RHF Faiz and Autovajin. Autovajin, I don't know how to say that. Autovajin? Yeah. So, as soon as I got it, I knew it was the wrong one. As you may be able to tell from the figure art standing here, this thing is huge. But it comes with some neat stuff, and we'll try and go over it really quick in case you don't have or want the figure arts, because it is kind of expensive. There's this nifty thing. The bike is transformable, which is a plus. It comes with the thing and the other thing and then this thing too. The Faiz is big. It's like a 7-inch figure, something like that. So clearly not figure arts compatible. Oh, and it's all broken now. It's got some decent articulation. Clearly not figure arts level, but it's about on par with, say, the O's combo change figures or the Forza module change series, if you have any of those. So the cheaper, not quite collector lines. He's got a simple articulated hand so that he can hold his accessories, which I just dropped on the floor. And the Faiz pointer is completely gone. He comes with a big, huge, oversized, even compared to the belt that he's wearing, the gun version of the phone is ridiculously huge. But he can hold it and go burst mode. Okay, maybe he can't hold it. Who cares about the other things? Who cares about the other accessories? What we care about is the bike. And it comes packaged in robot mode. And it's alright. I think compared to the figure arts that might be a good size for the robot. I only watched about 10 episodes of Faiz, and I think the robot mode only showed up once, maybe twice, and I don't recall that we saw it even on screen with Faiz. It was fighting an Orphanok. But I think that looks like it's about the right scale to the figure arts, that is. So if you want a figure arts scale, Autovajin, bot mode, why is your ankle not moving? Then this Super RHF is not a bad way to go. Although, as you can probably tell, it's not as nice a paint. This is the Nito glowy red Faiz, so maybe ignore his red. But the silver is not nearly as brilliant as that. And I'm not going to try and transform this on screen because it's a pain. Before I changed it into bike mode, I completely forgot to talk about what the bot can do. It has some crappy articulation. Sort of knee and sort of ankle articulation, but you probably won't be getting it into any interesting poses because there is no outward swing of the hips. There is no rotate in the legs at all. So he can pretty much just stand there. Those articulation bits are mainly for the transformation anyway. His arms, come on, this clips in there. His arms have a shoulder hinge and an elbow swivel, and that's it. He can hold the extra tire for some blade spinny action. I don't even remember what he does with that. And his head can turn a little bit and lift his mask up more. That's all. This thing is barely posable. In fact, that's the most not straight up standing at attention pose I've done. This can pop out for like helicopter mode, I think they called it. It looks wonky, and it's really just part of the transformation. Let's transform it. You have it in bike mode, and you can see it dwarfs the figure arts. It is way too big. But it's the right size for this thing. So, I do not recommend the Super RHF Autovajin for Figure Arts Faiz. But it makes a decent enough bike. My real complaint with it is that it's kind of ugly. Not ugly even. It's just not nice, shiny, super shiny paint like Beat Chaser. Let's compare the two size-wise. Apparently this wheel does not like to stay in place. I can't remember if I'm doing something wrong or if that's just how it is. It actually doesn't look terribly huge next to Beat Chaser, but it is. Where is... oh, I put my Sigler and Hardboilder away. Well, anyway. Let's get out this one. This is... I don't see it labeled as such somewhere, but I think this was released under the Sushaku Henshin line. Sushaku Henshin. It's a repackaged, repainted version of the DX Autovajin that was released during the show, or because the SH line wasn't going then. But once they had the SH line going, and they had SH figures, they repainted this. And there we have it. And it is shiny. Where did I put this one? Look, it's got chromy engine bits instead of very boring gray plastic. I mean, it's all plastic, but instead of boring gray and boring silver, it's got nice shiny chromy paint, or I don't know, vac metal. I don't know how they did it. I don't care. This one also comes with a Faiz figure that is almost completely unposable and attaches via having holes molded into the bottom of his foot. And oh, his arm's off. And that's the extent of its articulation. You can wave its arms up and down. But if we take and compare him to the Figure Arts, he looks too small. So the bike might be a little bit too small for the Figure Arts, but it's the best looking one that we have, and the one I'm going to... I think I only got a fist. Does he ride it? The question is, can he ride it? Will it ride? And sure, kinda. He is going to look a little bit large on it. He's going to look a bit large. It's like a teenager's bike, a young teenager's bike with a full-grown adult on it. So maybe I'll just have it posed in the background, or in the foreground, and Faiz behind it so he looks more in scale. We need a Figure Arts Autovajin. And until we get it, this SH1 is the best we can do. I'm trying to remember how much I paid for it. I think I paid between 35 and 45 bucks each for these. And I am totally going to sell that one and keep this one for now. So if anybody wants an Super RHF Faiz, I'm selling him. Thanks for watching.